Omondi.
Okay, one last question. One last question before I give somebody the mic. I'm seeing several questions flowing to me. It's also mine. I'm made to understand there's a bill on your table about the IBC reconstitution. I'm wondering how long should this be? Or rather, question would be, was it a deliberate not to assign the bill so that when your people, the people that are guiding you, people that cannot listen to us, when you want to try to send them home, we cannot because there's no IBC commission that's in place. So what is about IBC? Because personally, I come from Nyanza, and my home MP is at Andy. But if I was coming from Nairobi or somewhere and surrounding, the MPs that really need to go home, and the law that there is no IBC to be able to do this, because they have been arrogant, displaying cartoon.
Parliament just passed the bill. It has found its way to my office. And I want to tell you, I will be expeditious. It will not go beyond Tuesday, and the bill will be signed and gazetted so that we can proceed with the process. I am just keeping it within the law.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. I think we can get another. I'm having issues with my phone. I don't know why. Amenifanyia kitu. So let's get.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Osama, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mila.
So
Proceed.
mine is not. Guys have said all the things that guys would have to say. Mine is Mr. President. Probably, I think I should address you as Baba Sharlin. Probably you will get where I'm coming from.
And can I have your name if you don't mind? Do you mind saying your name? But if you don't want, it's okay.
My name is Mila.
Mila. Okay, Mila.
So on the eve of the guys who are protesting to the parliament, I'm a photographer and that's what I do. And the guy who was shot, he was shot right in front of me. And it's something that has been living with me in my head since that day. And it really pisses me off. Like, I'm really pissed off. Like, the day you addressed the nation on that Tuesday, no one was remorseful. Like there was no, like, it's like, I don't know. It's just like life doesn't matter to you guys in the government. Okay, I'll give you that. Later you came and apologized, but still, people in your government walk to TV stations. It's like life don't matter. And that thing, it has been disturbing me because I saw the boy being killed. Even if you go back, you can go check Larry Madowo videos. He traced how the boy was. He was carrying nothing. Like literally, he was carrying nothing. I know you've spoken about this over and over, but my question is, and it's not even a question, mine is probably just go back and reflect. You are a father, you are a granddad. How would someone feel when the child is dead? I bet from where I stand, none of your government officials have even visited the families or reached out to the families from where I stand. Probably you guys just go back and reflect. Do we really matter as people who elected you? Like where do we stand? Where do we stand as young youths? Like the guy called Rex, he was a guy, basically was a guy who was born in 2002. Now he's dead. How does the mother feel? And some of your officials work in TV stations, go on social media, and they're like, wanajipiga kifua, mtu anajipiga, and that someone was fucking, someone died. It's painful, Mr. President. I'm talking this because I saw the boy dead. I even have the videos when the boy was shot. All I'm asking is, let's have empathy. Someone just reaching out, huh? And to the families. That's all I'm saying. Guys, go back and reflect and just have empathy. And then this thing of guys kujipiga kifua, it doesn't make sense. Someone like Nyamu, like, why is he even there? That's all I have to say.
Kuongea manzi. Sijui mtanipenda. Juu ni mvibaya sana.
Yeah, speak.
So kitu ya kwanza mi sijui kizungu
Unasikia? Hello?
Sorry, we lost
Speaking.
you, my friend. Tulikupoteza hapo kidogo, hatukusikia. Sorry.
Can I speak?
Sorry, good people. I don't know whether are we still online. I don't know whether are we there.
Yes, we are online.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can we go on?
I'm sorry, I can't hear. I can't
Yes.
hear anything. I don't know whether are we on.
Yes.
Yes, we are on your
I
end.
think there's nobody asking question. Perhaps I ask as we get out on the board. Maybe I'm talking too much or asking too much. Forgive me for that, but nobody's speaking. Another question is not another question that I've seen people saying or asking you rather to don't reshuffle the cabinets or the CS, moving from the one ministry to the other. You've seen that one before. What you're seeing is just transferring competence in one field to another department or another ministry. Please get new faces. You have a lot of people around you. You have a brains behind you. When I was growing up, when I was young, in the time of Kibaki, I used to associate being a minister with some smart people, and you are one of those people in your sport back then. Suddenly, this day, you have people. The best they can deliver is just abuses and too much, too mouthy. Can you just bring us new people that are going to work? As recent as yesterday or 2 days ago, one of your peers came out to tell us that the money we've been contributing for the injured and those we lost in this struggle was waived by Kenyatta National Hospital and other public hospitals. She came late. The person that was in charge has been doing an excellent job. Hanifa keeps everything better than the government. Every detail of spend, telling us ABC has done by her. That give us transparency, not these are the people that just keep saying it.
Okay, let me. Mila made a very passionate and I think correct analysis of what happened, especially of Kennedy, who died in Rongai, and I believe that he is right. You know that's really a very regrettable situation, and I apologize on behalf of every official who should have done something about that situation. I have explained that the boy who died in Rongai was actually shot by one of the criminals who actually snatched the gun from the police. That criminal was, however, shot by the police because if the police did not shoot him, then he would have caused more deaths of more Kenyans because these are reckless people. Sometimes some of those people are not even in their correct level of senses, and therefore it is regrettable. And I agree with you. It is really unfortunate that you watched an incident that's going possibly to affect your life for a long time. Sorry about that. And I know you have made reference to me as a father, which is true. I have 4 Gen Zs in my home, and I promise you, they take me to task, on some of these things, and I have to do a lot of explaining some of the time, and this just the same way I'm explaining to you guys here. I agree that some of our officials are arrogant. Some of them, speak out of turn, and some of them display, obnoxious opulence, if I may say that, which does not just anger the public. Sometimes I call in some of those people and I give them a piece of my mind, because even Nyamu, I have had occasion to sit her down, and tell her, I mean, she needs to change what she's doing. And when you are in my position, you are also a father figure. Some of these young people, they get excited about many things, and sometimes they do the wrong things. And I want to tell you that I know somebody here mentioned Karen Nyamu. Karen Nyamu is a girl I've had to sit her down sometimes and tell her, look, she needs to do things differently. So I agree with you that, but I have also undertaken, I have said, I know what is cutting, I know what's going on, and I have promised that I will be making changes. I know you have said that I should not make changes. I should clean the slate clean. But you see, you don't have the job I have, and there are many things that I have to do to be able to get things done. And it's quite something. But I have had you, and I have had the many Kenyans who have talked on this platform, and I'm very happy that we are having this conversation on X. So let me, I don't know, because I had promised that I'll be here up to 5. I think it is now 5:15. And I have another assignment with our Olympics team that are coming to you. I have a bunch of wonderful Kenyans who are going to represent us in Paris. They are sitting somewhere outside my office. And with a lot of respect, I want to say to all the people who have asked me the very important questions, very
Mr.
difficult
President,
questions.
I have a final remark before you go. It's Kioti speaking here.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. President, before you continue, I'm Marvin Mabonga. I come from Kimilili constituency in Bungoma County. So, Mr. President, before you go, I want to let you know that in your cabinet, currently we are having so many incompetent cabinet secretaries. For instance, let me give you an example of your friend, Kipchumba Murkomen. Kipchumba Murkomen did law. He has never been in any law firm in this country. He has never won any case. But currently, he's heading the Ministry for Road and Transport. My question is, between, like, where is the conjunction between the Ministry of Transport and a lawyer? In that department, you should be putting there a person who has done even civil engineering, who knows so much about construction. Lastly, the Minister for Agriculture, that person, he even doesn't have a bachelor's. We all know this information. We have the government's website and we Google, we see this information. So, Mr. President, if you are going to give us those people who are incompetent, then we are totally doomed. You know, when we elected you as the president, normally they say, you set a thief to catch a thief. But this time round, when we elected you, Mr. President, that you can help us now catch those people who are corrupt in this nation, you're just there laughing with them. Look at Oscar Sudi. He's flaunting with 20 million in a bag in a public forum. I'm even told that there is one of the cabinet minister who was caught in Dubai with 20 million cash, and you actually came through him, so he wasn't taken to a court somewhere or arrested. You know that, Mr. President. Personally, where I sit, I want to pay my rent by 10th. But because I finished campus, I don't have any job anywhere. I'm just here in the city seated. I will not be able to pay that rent because you promised to give us the jobs. But when we elected you, you are now telling us that in the next 1 year, we are not going to employ the youth. Mr. President, do you think that one is not a lie? Lastly, the other day you said, when you were questioned about the boy who was shot, you didn't know whether he was alive or dead. But now you know that the person who shot that boy is not the police officer. Mr. President, do you think that is a reality? That one is not a reality. I'm very angry because I'm very angered person because every time we get to those public offices, we are treated like trash. And that's why the other day I was even on the forefront. You can watch the videos. I was on the forefront in those protests to demand for my right. And now here, Mr. President, you are just taking us through the corners, the corners. You are not even going straight to the point. Kindly go straight to the point. When you are asked about the person who is corrupt, you say this person is corrupt. He has been working with millions of money. Tell us, Omanga bought 60 with 50 million a vehicle which is flaunting now on social media. Apart from that, tell us that this fertilizer was fake, even as much as it was dropped from 7,000 to 2,000, it is full of soil. So why are we playing games with the public money, with the money that our mothers and fathers are going through sweat to get it, Mr. President? Wherever we are not happy. And of course, if these things are going to happen this way, then come 2027, we are going to come out in large numbers, Mr. President. We'll take votes and we'll take those people home, including you. If at all you're not going to fight for our own rights as your people in this nation. Thank you so much. I'm very angered, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Thank you, my friend Martin. I understand your anger, and you are perfectly in order to be angry because the situation where you're in out of university without a job is something that I have lived through myself. In fact, when I
uh,
finished
everything
university,
fine.
I did not get a job until I was elected as a member of parliament. But that's not for another day. But let me tell Martin that next week, for example, as part of our
Mr. President, my name
housing
is Monty,
program,
not Martin.
just hold on. As part of our housing program, we will be hiring 3,600 professionals like yourself. I want to challenge you, Martin. There will be an advertisement next week for engineers, architects, quantity surveyors, and many in the construction field, because we are looking for people who are going to work with our professional firms in our housing program. Let me also tell you, Martin, that we need to separate the issues that are correct and the issues that are fake news. The issue of some minister being found in Dubai, I don't know, last week, with $200 million or something, is fake news. That is not true. On matters to do with people you have mentioned were in different areas, today, I am here as a scientist, right? And many other people are doing many things from fields they did not necessarily train in. Because at a certain level, it is a management issue. It is a leadership issue. It is an issue about leading an organization. So I have heard you on some of the incompetent people you have said, some of the corrupt people you have said. I have listened to you. But let me say this to the public. Of the fertilizer that we supply to the Kenyan public, almost 6 million bags, 20,000 bags were the ones with a challenge. We isolated the 20,000 bags. It is not even 1% of the fertilizer that we supplied to the Kenyan public. I do not want an impression to be created as though the fertilizer we supply to the people of Kenya in millions had any challenge. And when we detected a problem with the 20,000, we not only recalled the ones that had not been sold, but we made sure that
our Nini is on Google Map.
I made sure that any farmer who had used fertilizer that was not correct was compensated. They were given an extra bag of fertilizer for them so that they don't end up in losses. I have had you, Martin, as I've had all the good people here. But let me say this in closing. This feedback is very
close, bado mi sijaongea.
Please, can I also have an opportunity to speak, Mr. President, before you finish?
Acha kwanza niongee wewe Janet.
If you can be,
kitu ya kwanza
if you can be brief, so that
yeah, I am brief. I am talking in Kiswahili ndio uelewe haraka haraka.
Ndio.
Kitu ya kwanza
Order guys.
Is anyone speaking, or can I speak? Osama?
You can speak.
Okay. First of all, good evening, Mr. President and everyone here.
Good evening, my dear.
Okay. So my name is Jeanette Brenda, and I don't have any questions because I feel like the people have asked questions before, umewapeleka around and
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Jeanette, I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
You're on mute, Jeanette. Maybe we'll get one more, then the president closes. There was one more person who really wanted to speak. Now, if I may, you go ahead, please.
Yeah, so good evening, and thank you, Mr. President, for agreeing to come to address the nation here on space. So I have two questions I'm going to ask really quick because of time. The first question is that, Mr. President, the rules of carbon credit were being developed by the Ministry of Environment, but as youth